You are welcome to Module 7, where we want to discuss types of market analysis. And majorly, we have two types of market analysis. We have what we call the technical analysis, and we have what we call the fundamental analysis. We still have what we call sentimental analysis as well, which means the mood of the market, the mood of the participants in the market, and we also have what we call the common sense analysis. But majorly, these two analyses, if you can do them well, then you are good to go. At least having the basic knowledge. So when we talk about technical analysis, we are talking about looking at the historical price data, looking at the charts, looking at the patterns. So we have the patterns, we have the charts. When you are doing technical analysis, you need to know how to use technical indicators as well, at least maybe the RSI, maybe the moving average. So that's when we talk about technical analysis. And technical analysis is good for those who are going short, maybe who are going on a short-term investment or short-term, or you want to be trading. So you make it your primary source of analysis when you are looking at short term, you are investing for short term, or you are trading, while you make fundamental analysis your secondary source of analysis. I hope you understand. When you are trading or you are going for short term investment, you use technical analysis as your primary source of analysis. Then you use fundamental analysis as secondary source of analysis. While when you are going for long-term investments, you major on fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis should be your primary source of analysis, while technical analysis should be your secondary source of analysis. So when we talk about fundamental analysis, what do we mean? Fundamental analysis simply means you looking at the overall financial health of the company. Which means you need to look at their financial statements. How are they faring? How have they fared in the past, and how are they faring now? Looking at their earnings reports, their quarterly earnings reports, their yearly financial statements. You look at their MDA. What are the decisions that this company is making, so that we know their long term, whether they will still be in business for the long term and whether they have a future. By studying their financials, looking at their balance sheets, which we also call the statement of financial position, looking at their cash flow statements, and looking at their statement of profits or loss, you'll be able to know. Looking at their net profit margin year in, year out, checking their EBITDA, looking at their net profits, looking at their operating profit as well. These are indicators to the growth or otherwise of the company. You look at them, they give you an insight into the future of the company. As much as the past performance is not sufficiently, you cannot sufficiently rely on it to predict the future for you, but at least history can, at least to an extent, hint us on how the future will look like, especially by the time you start looking at their earnings reports, checking the report, looking at the decisions the company is making for the long time. Are they diversifying? Are they taking advantage of technology? Are they taking advantage of macroeconomic events? These are what you look out for in their fundamentals, in their earnings reports. So you also look at key financial metrics, key financial ratios, like the debt to equity ratio. You look at their current ratio, you look at their PE ratio, their PEG ratio. These are what we'll be discussing. Some of the metrics we'll be discussing in the course 2.0. So to take the course 2.0, kindly click on the link in the description below. You can take advantage of the discounted price now before it goes to the normal price. So if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do by clicking on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever we release a new video. Till we meet in our next video, stay blessed.